And now good afternoon for the second doubleheader here at Moody Park, and the first time these two teams are playing today. Mercer Mammoths and Quakertown Blazers start their 7-inning doubleheader. Mammoths staying at 13-11 on the season. And we'll have Chase Burrows, the starting pitcher, who has undoubtedly been one of the best pitchers in the league all season. You got the first out. We have a little late start here. Still the top of the first, but he retired Drew Simpson for the first, and now it's Luke Caiucci. That one's popped up. And under it and making the catch for the second out is Maglioso. Quick 2 outs for Burrows on the mound.
Number 4, shortstop Casey Vaughn.
So Burrows has pitched 31 innings this year. 7 games pitched, 4 games started. He's given up 25 hits, 10 earned runs, 7 walks, 10 strikeouts. Came out to a 2.90 ERA, along with a 1.03 WHIP. Have a 1-1 count to Casey Vaughn from Westchester University. And popped right out. Corner under it and making the catch for the third out. Quick 1-2-3 for Chase Burrows and making business of the Blazers. Mammoths will be up to bat in the bottom of the first.
12, shortstop, Amir.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Start off the bottom of the first. James Schaefer had a ground to second base, and now it's Amir Cornier. Takes a called strike from Cole Snyder, the starting pitcher for Quakertown. He's thrown 9 2/3 so far for the Blazers. Started 2 games. This will be his 3rd start. He's 1-0, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 walks, 5 strikeouts. Has a .93 ERA on the season.
Yeah, Jack, we saw a handful of, not a handful, 2 pitching battles in the first doubleheader here today, and I think we could be in for our 3rd straight, especially with these 2 pitchers, Burrows and Snyder.
Yeah, Burrow's been 3 up, 3 down to start off the top of the first. Snyder got a quick out of Schaefer. Now I'll have a 2-1 against Cornier. And there you go. There's a strikeout for Snyder. His first of the game. Gets him by swinging. Quick 2 down in the bottom of the first.
Third baseman, Jordan Nitty.
The lineup today for the Mammoths. Now it's Jordan Nitty in the 3 spot, and in the 4 spot is Gamitter. Right after that is Kai Hutchins and Will Burkaw. Nick Curcio, Jack Saker in the 7 spot, rather in the 8 spot, then TJ Magliozzo in the 9. Swing and a miss there. 1-1 count now to Nitty. Nitty's played 17 games so far with the Mammoths. He's popped that one up in foul territory, running, and no one called it off. Fell right between Broderick and Snyder.
And that's tough. That really is what should be an out right there for Quakertown, but no error is going to be awarded, but still, you really should be expected, really.
Up high 2-2. So Nitty in those 17 games. He's batting .281 with 13 runs in the season. And now the 2-2. Just fouls it off. Schollenberger's behind the dish for Quakertown. He waits at 2-2. Swing and a miss there. Snyder gets 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the first. 6 up, 6 down in the first inning. Of course, it's scoreless as we go into 2. Dylan Broderick will lead off the top of the second. Chase Burrows went 1-2-3 in the first. And we'll have the ball back in the second.
I don't want to jinx him with my broadcaster's curse, Jack, but I think we get used to those 1-2-3 innings of Chase Burrows based on how many we've seen every time he pitches for Mercer.
Call it strike there to Broderick from Griffin University. Started 14 games, had a 500 average. Although it was a very small sample size. Had 8 hits and 16 at-bats. But had 3 homers in those 16 at-bats. It'll be the 1-2 now. Ground over to Maglioso. He takes the hop and fires away for the first out.
Number 26, catcher Jackson Schollenberger.
Within the last inning, Burrows has undoubtedly been one of the best pitchers in the ECCBL. It's all coming off this season he had with Notre Dame High School in the spring, where he went 37 2/3, getting up 38 hits, 8 earned runs, 6 walks, 29 strikeouts, a 1.49 ERA.
And Jack, you can make the argument that that's not even his best season that he had at Notre Dame. I mean, you can look at his junior season right there. You got the stats right in front of you. Just barely over a 1.0 ERA in his junior campaign as well.
It'll be an 0-2 to Schollenberger. This is up high 1-2. Burrows at 17 pitches now. This one's 18. Popped up. Saker took a look back, but watches it go. Saker playing catcher today, and from first to third, it's Schuler, Maglioso, Cornier, and Nitty. Then from right field to left field, Schaefer, Hutchins, and Burkaw is the Mammoths defense. Flied out into left field. And making the catch is Burkaw. Straight 5 retired to start off the game for Burrows. Now it's Pasco up to bat, and the last 3 batters for the Mammoths lineup will be Curtis, Rybin, and Kovac. Mike Pasco, the designated hitter for Quakertown. Takes it outside 0-2. And rips up the middle for the first base run of the day between both pitchers, but especially for Burrow. Gives up his first hit.
That's a big one, too, especially for Pasco, who's just a 164 hitter on the year. Doesn't even have double-digit hits on his 55 at-bats. But good on him there. Getting one past Burrows as well, which is making it even more impressive.
Curtis grounds up the middle. Cornier will go to first with it and makes the play in time. Burrows gives up his first hit, but nothing to worry about. Still scoreless, and we're going into the bottom of the second.
Joe Gemitter.
Bottom of the second here at Moody Park. It'll be Joe Gemitter, the designated hitter, to start off the inning for the Mammoths, and it'll be Hutchins and Burkaw. 4, 5, 6 to open this inning.
Yeah, and I imagine with Gemitter being a DH here in game number 1, I imagine we see him over there on first base for game number 2, which is often where he is for the Mammoths whenever he plays. And what a hitter he is too, Jack. Over 300 so far on the summer. The near 45% on base percentage as well.
Takes it outside for a call strike, and it's not like it's some type of fluke. At Mercer this past season, he batted .356 with 55 RBIs.
I would say help lead the team to the Region 19 title as well.
It's a slow grounder, and quick play is made by Cayucci for the first out. Oh, look at this. Neon on neon.
Oh, wow. Well, this is fun.
Number 8, center fielder Kai Hutchins.
He's got the pink strapper on the shin guard as well, the neon pink, and then the neon green socks and an arm sleeve. See, it's rattling Cole Snyder, too. He doesn't know what to do.
Hutchins batting .276 in the season with a .708 OPS. He's at Manhattan University, where he started 8 games with the Jaspers. Be a 2-1 now from Snyder to Hutchins. A little low, makes it a 3-1 count. The defense for the Mercer Mammoths: Broderick at first, Kaichi at second, Vaughn at short, and Simpson at third. Then from right field, left field, it's Ryben, Kovac, and Curtis. That's 3-1s outside, and Hutchins will take his walk.
Yeah, not only do Curtis, Ryben, and Kovac round out the infield, they also round out the order today for Quakertown. Curtis at the 7, Ryben at the 8, and Kovac at the 9. And we're going to see Ryben and Kovac coming up in the top of the 3rd as well.
So it's 1 out, man on first. And Hutchins takes off on the first pitch. Throw down to second. The pitch was a ball, and not even close on the throw down. Hutchins with some great speed there. Makes it his 5th stolen base in the season. Snyder steps off before the 1 out. Kicks and deals. Called strike. Burkaw from Gettysburg College. He's only played 6 games so far, but it's been very consistent. 9 for 18 in his first 18 at-bats with the Mammoths, and another called strike 1-2.
Yeah, Jack, 9 for 18 is absurd. I mean, I know it's only less than 20 at-bats, but still a 500 average through 6 games is still something that needs to be talked about for Burkaw. And you just hope he can keep it going for as long as possible.
Steps off, checked over at second base, but Hutchins was not fooled. Now fires on the 1-2. In the dirt. Evens up the count. Burkaw for the Bullets started 8 games, played in 18. Had a .417 average. 15 for 36 with 14 RBIs and 11 walks. Pick over to second base, but Hutchins is back in time.
Not only is Brokaw sporting a 500 average right now, he gets on base over 75% of the times. He has 5 walks to add on as well. So getting on base 14 out of his 18 plate appearances so far.
Two. Inside makes it a full count. Hutchins on second base. It's the full count pitch. Lined up the middle. Catch is made by Cayucci and tagged up at second base is Hutchins. So Snyder gets out of the inning with some help with a base running miscue and
For the Mammoths in the second, no
4
runs, no
scoreless frames to start off the game. We're going into the third.
after 2. Quakertown nothing. Mercer.
Reben, Kovac, and Simpson are the 3 due up for the top of the third. Or just, Ben, you could call them just lambs ready to be slaughtered without Chase Burrows
Oh,
pitching.
wow. That's graphic.
Can you give me a better saying for that one?
No, that wasn't even on my mind. I guess on my mind was this is an 8-9-1 due up, and it's a really good pitcher they're going against. Lamb's being slaughtered, though. Hey, got to do what you got to do.
Cornier will take the hop. And on the hop, it does not. Not a well throw to Gamitter, and he couldn't pick it. So it's an error against Cornier, and
That is tough. That throw definitely should have got in.
yeah.
Number 14, center fielder.
Looks like Reben will get on by error. Said that with a weird flick to my voice because
We're still trying to figure it out up
Yeah.
here.
it's an error on the throw by Cornier. Second man on bases for Burrows. This one not counted towards the stat line. He'll give 1 hit in that top of the second. Kovac showing bunt on the 0-1. Lays it down, but it is foul.
Looks like I nearly hit him on the chest there, but I believe it hit off his bat and then back into him. And yeah, that was tough. Now, actually, got to give props to Joey Gamitter as well on first base, and also something to note: Joey Gamitter's on first base, so we'll make that a note for later. No longer than DH, but it was a great job of him scooping the ball out. But yeah, I mean, Cornier has to be better with that.
And tried to make the diving play was Gamitter, and it'll be a single for Kovac. The bottom of the order for the Blazers. Showed up well, reached on air, then a single. And now we're at the top.
What was that about Lambs waiting to be slaughtered,
yeah.
Jack?
Yeah.
I know the first one you're now going to put on Burrows, but still, not bad for the 8-9 against this legendary pitcher that the Mammoths have over here.
Called strikes. Simpson was showing bump, but pulled it back. And stepping off. Burrows only getting up 10 earned runs in 31 innings pitched this season. That bunt has popped up in foul territory. Saker couldn't get to it, I believe went out of play.
Yeah, we saw one of those in our first doubleheader that was nearly caught by the south side third baseman Dennis Pierce. But that one was in play, and it was up against the dugout that he had to run into. Yeah, that is the risk with bunt attempts, though. It's just how high that could easily pop up if you don't get it right.
Well, now he's swinging away. He's got a 0-2. And before Burrows will step off, it's Kovac on first and Reben on second. Fouled off. Stays an 0-2 count.
There's still no outs as well in this inning with 2 runners on. Burrows is over 30 pitches, so it's not like he needs to worry about efficiency at all, but he's got to worry about getting 3 outs in this inning, that's for sure.
Pops straight up. Magliozzo will haul it in, and that's the first out of the inning. This is Burrows' second time pitching against the Blazers. His first time he started on June 8th. He went 4 innings, got the win. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout.
Number 6, second baseman Luke Cayucci.
Was one of his better starts of the season. Got a crucial first out. See if he can bring the momentum in. All runners going. The throw will go to second. Cornier couldn't pull back the tag. And a double steal pulled off by the Blazers.
Yeah, it was a tough throw by Saker. If he pulled Cornier off a little bit, and he wasn't able to get his foot down. But it's a good play by Quakertown. 2 runners in scoring position. It's a prime opportunity early on in this one.
And past the glove of Saker, Reben coming home and is easily in for the first run of the game. So Burrows gives up his first run, and it'll be counted towards him with the wild pitch. Oh. Actually, Reben was an error. He reached on error to start off the inning, so.
That is true.
Yeah. It's a 2-0 pitch now to Cayucci. Kovac on third base now. Inside 3-0. The whole infield is in for the Mammoths. Called strike 3-1.
That is a big error. This is a tough inning. I understand that the error was made and that error eventually came home, but still, Burrows. It's not exactly what we're used to when we watch him.
Another called strike 3-2 now.
I wonder if you heard me, Jack. 2 straight strikes right after I said that.
Is fouled off by Cayucci. He's 0 for 1 in this game.
And Cayucci definitely reached on that pitch. It looked like it was, or should have been, a ball. But again, after seeing 2 straight strikes from Chase Burrows, I don't blame him.
Breaking pitch misses, and he'll take his walk. That was the 40th pitch now for Burrows.
I mean, he's getting up there. I mean, it's still only 1 out on the board. Of course, double plays can always be made, but regardless, not exactly a a great day for Chase Burrows standards.
Now taking off. Sager now throwing down, so pitches the ball, 1-0, now second and third. Could have something to do with Burrows. I mean, he pitched yesterday in the All-Star game.
That is true. Yeah, it could be his arm has a little wear and tear. He didn't pitch too much in that All-Star game.
No,
I mean,
no.
They were cycling pitchers in and out, so I don't think that's the case. I don't believe he's injured as well, so I just think it's an off day for him.
Well, if he was injured, he would have. I'd hope he'd call himself off the field.
I would hope so too.
Again, he's starting off a count behind. He gets that strike to go 2-1 now.
Casey Vaughn up at the bat too is a solid hitter, 241.
Has himself in a hole now. He has a 2-2 count. After starting off the count 2-0.
Very similar to the last at bat as well. I believe that was a 3-2 or a 3-0 rather. Then he fought back with those 2 strikes.
And what's fouled off? That was Burrows' 45th pitch of his start, 22nd of this inning.
And again, yeah, the 45 pitches doesn't look too bad, but if you knew that you came into the inning with 23, then you're like, oh, well.
Jeez,
Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good reaction. It could be a lot better.
Flied out into center field. It'll be Hutchins coming in, and Kovac his fake tag up, and it'll be 2 outs now for Quakertown. So Burrows is still able to get out of this inning with only getting 1 run.
It won't even be earned either, so
Yeah.
it won't affect his ERA. I know he's just worried about the win, but still for him.
Number 23, first baseman Dylan Roderick.
Though he has given up a lot of pitches this inning and a couple of hits. Only getting up 1 run would be a success in this inning. As he has Broderick now. First pitch is a strike. A 1 is low.
Broderick is another solid hitter for the squad, 236 so far in the summer, along with a run, or a home run rather, I should say. But he has struck out 11 times.
And gets one down the line. Kovac will come in. Cayucci rounding third. The throw to home. And he's just sliding in there. The third run of the inning for Quakertown. And they lead 3-0 early here at Moody.
And boy, what a smack from Broderick right there. That is massive. And Jack, I think it's fair to say that most people who know who Jace Burrows is kind of chalked up this game and just said, like, all right, so the Mammoths, as long as they can get a couple runs in, they take game 1. I wonder what's going to happen in game 2. That is not the case at all today.
First pitch to Schollenberger's outside for the first ball. You got to tell Burrows is off his game. Uncharacteristic of him in his 31-inning pitch this season for the Mammoths.
Usually the Mammoths only have to worry of what's going to happen when Burrows is taken out of the game, not when he's in the game.
Cornier bobbles, but he'll get the flip just in time to second base. 10 off the top of the third, but not before Quakertown adds on 3 runs in the top of the third, and they lead by 3 going into the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third, and now Cole Snyder will have himself a 3-run lead. And really just a lead for the first time this game, as the Blazers got 3 runs in the top of the third off Chase Burrows.
Yeah, still kind of in shock from that. Were some fielding mistakes for sure, but Burrows not pitching his best game so far. You wonder when he might be taken out, or if the Mammoths think that he's still going to be the best option that they have, which there's a good chance that he is.
It's Tim Schuler up the bat. He takes the 2-0. Snyder has looked very solid in his start. Has not given up a hit yet. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. And it's too low. That's now his 2nd walk of the day. And Schuler's on with a 4-pitch walk.
Just they need to start. I mean, you're about bottom of the order here, 7, 8, 9. Coming up. I mean, getting these guys on, then come back to the top to get them home. That's exactly what you got to write up.
Pick off the first before the first pitch is Saker. Called strike.
And surprisingly, too, Snyder on his 34 pitches, 17 strikes, 17 balls as well.
Ripped to the middle, hit Snyder, deflected better, played a second. It'll be out there on the transfer. He's trying to go to first, bobbled it. It'll still be out at second. Safe at first is Saker for the first out.
That was close. That was close to not even being able to get that out, but luckily he was able to reel it in for a little bit before trying to transfer, make that double play, and that's where we saw a lot of the bobbling.
First pitch to Maglioso is low. Ben, I have a trivia that I don't have an answer for. So you want to hear it? This is the first time, I believe, that 2 pitchers just coming out of high school have faced each other in the ECCBL. Snyder and Burrows just played their senior season in high school. Still don't have the answer to it.
Yeah, you're just tossing out hypotheticals. I don't. At Moody Park, I would say so.
Yeah.
On all the games we've called, I think that's something we would have noticed before, and I don't believe we have. Now, the other half of the games being played, or other 75% of the games being played in the ECCBL, I cannot tell you. I would say at Moody Park, though, yeah, you are right. This is probably the first ever freshman v. freshman matchup that we got here.
Bunch of freshies.
Bunch of freshies.
Took a mound visit to Snyder after he threw a 2-0 pitch to Maglioso with Saker on first base. Ripped up the middle and past the glove of Cayucci. A single for Maglioso, and it makes a first and second one out.
Jack, that's exactly what they need. Bottom of the order, you got 1 out, 2 runners on. I mean, they can't ask for much better than that if you're the Mammoths.
A reminder, this third inning is brought to you by DFG Financial Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. It's an LLC located in Hamilton, New Jersey. DFG Financial Group is equipped to handle all of your personal and business financial planning and services needed. It'll be Schaefer up the bat. Shows bunt, pulls back on the ball. Back to the top of the order with the Mammoths, with Schaefer leading off the game, but not leading off this inning.
And Jack, you know what? I'll do you one better with those 2 pitchers playing, soon to play their freshman season. How about 2 pitchers going at each other? They both just graduated high school, going into their freshman season, being broadcasted by a play-by-play broadcaster, also just graduated high school, going into his freshman season.
Well, is that for the ECCBL? Is that for life?
I would say for
the world.
the world.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure about
Yeah,
that.
I don't.
Actually,
I
I'm
don't
not sure
know.
about that. In a New Jersey summer league, how about that? Oh, but this isn't a New Jersey summer league. This is
Yeah.
in a tri-state summer league.
I've seen it in New York.
You've seen it happen?
Yeah. What about both of their first names start with C?
I think then we have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get someone from the Guinness Book of World Records down here.
Yeah. That'll do it. It's fouled off 2-2, or actually 1-2 now to Schaefer. He grounded out to second base in his first at bat. 1-2. Tapped into right field. And catch is made by Cayucci for the second out.
Nice play by Cayucci, but love the hustle of Carter Ryman out of right field. Going all the way in just in case his second baseman didn't have it.
Number 12, shortstop, Amir Cornier.
Now it's Cornier's second at bat. He struck out swinging in his first. And inside 1-0.
And he's a guy that can get going at any moment. 4 extra base hits so far this season, one of which has been a home run. He was in that home run Derby Jack just yesterday.
Yeah, sadly took the loss.
But the big thing with that, I was hearing him talk as well earlier, that lefty hitters had a massive advantage
It was rigged.
over the.
I'm only saying it's rigged because a player from the North Division won the home run derby, and we thought Jack Mislin could have won it.
Of course.
But he was batting righty. So
There you go. Should have had like a 4 or 5 home run handicap.
yeah. Smaglio's on first and Saker on second with 2 outs. Quakertown leads 3-0. 1-2 pitch. Again popped up by Cornier. Snyder now at 47 pitches. Still waiting to complete his 3rd inning. And is in some slight trouble with a man on first and second. Misses bad on that curveball. See a pitcher warming up. Looks at 100% for the Mammoths bullpen. Another lefty they got in there. So now it's 2-2. Flied out in a right center. And that's got a lot of legs. Saker will easily come home. Cornier fighting for third. Magliozzo gets home. Throw goes to third. And he's there in time. Mammoths come right back in this game to cut down the lead to 1 from the Cornier double. Sorry, triple. 2 RBI triple.
Number 7,
Cornier gets.
Jordan Nitty.
And that puts some life in the Mammoths dugout, lineup, whatever you want to say.
Well, how about that for revenge on yesterday's home run derby? Not being able to win that, so he goes against the team that he was just in the home stadium of and gives them a 2 RBI triple. Oof.
And caught just over the shoulder by Curtis. Thought Nitty had a chance to add on by himself, but Mammoths cut down the lead to 1. It's a 3-2 game going into the 4th. After an eventful third inning, Blazers put on 3, and then Cornier had a 2 RBI triple to turn this back into a good one. Chase Burrows goes out there for his 4th inning. Still only at 53 pitches, so had a modest pitch count, but really struggled in that top of the third, something that's very uncharacteristic of him all season.
Yeah, Jack, I mean, he's allowed 3 hits, hasn't struck out a single batter. 3 runs have come in, obviously, you can see on the scoreboard. Still, none of them technically have been earned by Burrows, though.
All 3?
All 3, I promise you.
Wow.
I believe that error continued the inning.
Pasco goes 2 for 2 on the day, putting the liner just over Goodmitter's head. And I mean, Ben, we got to talk about it. Look at the size of the 2 on first base.
Yeah, that's scary over there. I believe they're both at least 6'2". Pascal looks to be a good 6'3", 6'4".
That's
Yeah, you're still stuck on that.
the bunt over to Burrows. He'll go over to first base, and Curtis is retired. That'll move over Pasco to second. He's got wheels though. Pasco got over there quick.
He does.
Fielder Carter Reven.
Yeah, I think he would. He should have been able to get over there regardless, but he was able to get over there pretty quickly, like you said.
Yeah, very solid bunt by Curtis there. For the sacrifice, now it's Reben. For the first pitch of the count. In the dirt, 1-0. It's up high 2-0. Pasco with a solid lead on second base. Showing bunt again, but I guess Burrows was a bit flustered by the bunt show there after not showing after the first 2 pitches and threw a ball.
He advanced on the sacrifice bunt.
Call strike 3-1.
Sac bunt by, yeah.
Burrows now has 61 pitches. This could be his last for the Mammoths. As he misses on that pitch. Man on first and second, 1 out. Looks like Burrows. Just a bit confused on that pitch call.
Mike, whoever's
Thought.
the game changer for Quakertown is also doing like different things for different plays now. Like they don't have an error.
Number 14,
On that hit
center
before.
fielder Grayson
You know,
Kovac.
I don't know if it's gonna mess up like in the.
Looks like
snap
Burrows
about
thought
putting in an error.
that pitch was in there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Call strike there on the breaking pitch, 0-1. Kovac is 1 for 1 in this game. Rips but just foul down the third base line.
Yeah, Jack Kovac has been bringing up his average a little bit these past couple of games. He's gotten 1 for 3 in the last 2. He's now sitting at 235, which is the highest he's been at all season.
One, two. Fly down into right field. Schaefer turns and throws the third. Relay won't go there. Good tag up by Pasco to make it first and third. 2 outs.
Number 22, third baseman Drew Simpson. There's got to be one.
Out Simpson is 0 for 2 in this game. So it brings it back to the top of the order for Quakertown.
Yeah, you got contact on both of those too, Jack, but still just has not been able to find any gaps.
And throw it on a second. Looks like a hit. Reben, that'll make Pasco come home to extend the lead to 2. It was a great pickoff move by Burrows. But Reben was way gone to second base, and when the throw went there, hit his back, and Pasco easily got home.
What do you want me to put it in as? E3. Oh, okay.
Fouled off 1-1. Outside 2-1. Burrows now at 68 pitches. $17 in this inning.
And you wonder how long he goes for, Jack. Not even just looking at pitch count, but if they even trust him in terms of not letting any more runs in.
Popped up Nitty. Looks at it, but watches it go out of play.
In the past 2 games that Burrows has played in, he's thrown an average of 93 pitches across the 2 of them. 96 on June 22nd against the Timber Rattlers, and then 90 against Southside on June 29th. So we know he's capable of going over 90, obviously, like I just told you, but it's just a matter of if the Mammoths even want him to.
Misses bad on that 2-2, makes it a full count.
And 90 pitches might only even get him 4 2/3 or 4 1/3, honestly, with the rate he's going at.
And misses again. Burrows not having the start that he usually does, and that'll bring out the coach for Mammoths. And I'll also remind you that this stream is brought to you by Wildflowers Inn Restaurant. It's located right in the Circle in Pennington, New Jersey, and it's one of the best casual dining experiences offered in town. They offer a wide variety of food and some of the best pizza you'll ever taste. So you can stop by after the game tonight. 609-737-2392 for Wildflowers Inn Restaurant. 609-737-2392.
And it looks like he's staying out there.
Second baseman, Luke.
Could have a quick mound visit, and like I mentioned before, there is someone out there warming up heavily for the Mammoths.
Coyotes 0 for 1 in this game with a walk. Misses high again. We really thought Burrows would just not steamroll, but at least handle Quakertown lineup like he usually does. Almost every lineup.
I think I would say steamroll. I think this is the last team in the North Division of the ECCBL. I thought he would make short work of them, if I'm being completely honest with you, but
It's been the complete opposite.
It has been. And out there warming up for the Mammoths right now is Nick Curcio.
How does he pitch this year, Ben?
You know, he struggled in his last game against the Timber Rattlers on June 22nd. He allowed 4 earned runs and 7 hits on just 4 innings pitched, which really messed up his earned run average, now over 5.6.
Tagged out at third base is Reben to end off the top of the 4th. Blazers take on one more run, and now they extend their lead to 2. We'll go into the bottom of the 4th. Please stay with us. Joe Gamitter leads off the bottom of the fourth. And Cole Snyder still out there pitching a ball. That one caught me off guard. Wow. Curveball way past the glove of Schollenberger.
He threw it straight at you.
Yeah. So now it's a 1-0 to Gamitter. He fouls it off. Gamitter's 0 for 1 in this game.
Yeah, and he's a guy that really has a case for being the best hitter on this team. I understand Will Burkall has a higher average. That's also across just 6 games, Gamitter through 23 games. Is the only over 300 hitter for the Mammoths.
Grounder goes over to Broderick, and he'll step on the base himself for the first out.
Number 8, center fielder, Kai Hutchins.
Ben, I don't know if I got your opinion on the neon from Hutchins. Did you ever say you liked it or not?
It's distracting. Last time he was up at the plate, he was able to get all the way around to second base, and I just stared at him the entire way through the entire inning. I like it, though. I mean, it switches it up. Everyone's got their white or black cleats on, pretty much all white. And he switches it up. He's got the pink tape around his shin guard, got the neon cleats, the neon half sleeve on his forearm. I like it.
But I know you're not a big baseball fan, but... Well, not baseball, MLB fan.
Yeah, I would say not as big as you for right now, sure.
Sure. You're getting in.
The sport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand how baseball works.
No. Are you starting to follow MLB more?
I am. Actually, I am, yeah.
Somebody that was very good in the mid-2010s, Yoenis Cespedes.
Sure, I know the name.
Oh, wow. He used to always wear a neon arm sleeve. That was like his thing. Sky Hutchins now strikes out with the neon arm sleeve.
Maybe your guy got it from Kai Hutchins then.
Number 22.
Yeah, no, he struck out a lot.
Oh, boy.
A quick 2 down for Snyder, who's now starting to deal on the mound after he had a tough bottom of the third. Well, it wasn't tough. It was outside of that one triple. He's pitched pretty well. But that triple did happen, so it's a 4-2 game with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth here on Jersey Baseball Nation.
Yeah, but you do make a fair point. Nearly 4 innings pitched, I mean, just 2 hits. Obviously, that one triple that does have given the 2 earned runs, but the 3 strikeouts as well. He's been pretty solid so far this game for Quakertown, and I don't think he should come out anytime soon. Hopefully he's able to go over 70 pitches, which means at least one more inning of work for him.
2-0. In the dirt again. Burkall's 0 for 1 in this game. Has a chance to get on with a 3-0 pitch. That one catches the corner. That's never mind. I guess I'll jump the gun, I guess. But
I was getting ready to be right there with you, but no, I guess I mean, yeah, he might have. Oh, not might have. He did hit the outside corner once again.
Fouls that one off. Burkall's 9 for 19 to start off his season with Mercer. Probably be a huge bat in the postseason for them if he keeps this up. And he takes outside, will take his base at first for a 2-out walk.
Number 5, the DH, Nick Curcio.
Burkall takes off on the first pitch, flied out by Schuler. Kovac, long run in, but will catch it on the sprint. Snyder with a bounce back inning. And after 4, Quakertown leads 4-2.
And 1 left. After 4, Quakertown
Nick Curcio comes to relief for Chase Burrows, and after a start that wasn't up to his standards, although I believe every single run, one run was counted towards Burrows' stat line. The stat line reads as 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, only 1 of them earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts on 76 pitches. So Curcio will walk into a 4-2 game here in the top of the 5th with Vaughn up to bat.
Yeah, I know we were talking about. Lost my train of thought. We were talking about Burrows and how he only had that 1 earned run. Or you were just saying that, but I think just watching the game and knowing who Chase Burrows is coming into this game, you are just disappointed in his performance. I'm sure he is as well. Based on what we've seen, we've seen shutouts from him. We've seen near no hitters. He's been lights out every time we've seen him at Moody Park.
Inside and a 4-pitch walk given up to Vaughn to start off the top of the 5th. I'll remind you that.
Number 23.
Actually not.
Dylan Broderick.
Had something to say, but I'm going to pull it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's ominous.
I'll bring up Broderick with a man on first, no out. Shows bunt, gets past Saker. He can't find it. Vaughn's going to go to third. He finally gets over to the ball. It's a man on third, no out now.
Jack, that's the first time we've seen that this year. There's been times where the ball would get past the pitcher would get past the catcher with no one on, and he couldn't be able to find it. But that time there were actual consequences, and he allowed the runner to take an extra pace. Is him going all the way to 3 still just all wild pitch? Gotcha.
1-0. Fouled off in the press box. Now 1-1 count. It's fouled off. 1-2 now. Broderick's 1 for 2 in this game. Already has a chance to add on to his stat line with an RBI. Grounds up the middle. Cornier fields it off the deflection from Curcio. And gets the first out of the inning with Vaughn staying on third.
What a play by Cornier, too. Catching it off the deflection of his pitcher, Curcio. And then making the throw from his knees. Man, that is a great play by the shortstop. And we say that all the time, every time we watch Amir Cornier out there on the field for the Mammoths.
Well, the ECCBL is just filled with great fielding shortstops.
It really is. It really, and catchers as well. Those are the two, I would say, strongest positions.
Showing bunt. Pulls it back and pitches the ball. Fouled off 1-1. So the Mammoths have a comfortable lead at second in the South Division. The Generals all right behind them. And Blazers are way down there at 7th place, right in front of the Kings.
Yes, and that 8 and 13 has been a rough start for them. Like I mentioned before, dead last in the North Division as well, in the ECCBL.
So really the North Division is 2 teams at the top, and now you see the 2 other teams compete in the postseason, and The question in the South Division is who's going to stop the Caps. Slow grounder, and actually Nitty takes it over and makes the play to first base. Keeps Vaughn at third again. Man, that's a great play made by Nitty, just to, instead of Cornier just laying back or sitting back on that slow grounder, he took initiative himself.
I couldn't agree more. The hustle out of Nitty to get over there and get in front of Cornier. And there's no fault you can place on Cornier. I mean, him not sprinting to the ball, which could have messed him up. So I'm fine with him laying back and just getting ready for it. But an awesome play by third baseman Nitty and getting a throw over fast enough to keep Vaughn over there on third, like you said.
Ball gets away from Saker, but keeps it in front of himself for Vaughn to stay on third. Pass goes 2 for 2 in this game with a run. No RBIs yet. Curcio has settled in after giving up that first base runner, then a wild pitch which got him to third. Can he get out of the inning unscathed?
Yeah, Jack, this is a guy, Mike Pasco, who's at his lowest point of the season in terms of hitting-wise. He's never been this low with his average. It's at a 164. And he's 2 for 2 today. The last time he had 2 hits in the same game was June 12th against Southside. That was over 10 games ago.
Ground to Cornier. Took a tough hop, but makes the throw in time. The Mercer defense helping out Curcio in his first inning of relief. And they're only down by 2 going into the bottom of the 5th.
In the fifth, no runs, no.
Saker leads off the bottom of the 5th. Here at Moody Park, Jack coming here with you with Ben Chadwick for the first game of the doubleheader. And Ben Chadwick will take over for the second. 1-0 to Saker is outside. 2-0. Snyder's still out there for now his 5th inning. Boy, if Burrows really had one of those starts that he usually has, it could have been a great pitcher's duel we've had here. But it's not been. It's a 4-2 game with the Blazers leading. And a called strike 2-1.
It is, and I mean, the Mammoths are, you can't say lucky for that Cornier double, obviously, because he's a player on their team. But, man, without that, this game feels like it's been all Quakertown all game long.
How about that, Ben?
Maybe it won't be.
Saker wants to start off the inning well, and he does with a single up the middle.
I don't mind that at all. I don't think about either to the Mammoths.
Number 6, second baseman, TJ.
Snyder's decently up there in pitch count. He's at 69 pitches. bring up Maglioso, was 1 for 1 this game. Well, a lot of bunts are shown in this game overall. A lot of small ball being played. Maglioso banged 9th in the order, so top of the order coming right up after this. Swing and miss there, 1-1.
Yeah, that top of the order has also struggled. You got Schaefer, who's 0 for 2. But you do have Cornier, who has that 2 RBI triple, and then after that, no other hits until you get back to Saker, who just went up to the bat. He's 7th in the order.
It'll be a 2-1 pitch to Maglioso with Saker on first base. Just misses 3-1. Generous hitters count to Maglioso. And up high, Maglioso will take his base for a 1-2. Sorry, rather, first and second. No out.
I'm at 2 as well, Jack.
Oh. It's a good time to bring up a question. Ben, if you think you're out there and you had to do 3 outs, how many runs would you give up?
Oh, boy. Can I ask which ECCBL team I'm playing against?
Okay. Okay. Let's do the Mammoths. They're here.
The Mammoths. Oh, boy. 3 outs.
Just 3 outs.
I would say 5.
5 runs. That's solid.
I would say so because I'm not. I hope I don't strike a single batter out.
Yeah,
I'm solely relying on my field. You give me Southside's field, and I think I'm having a perfect 1-2-3
Well,
inning.
they're gonna put one in the gap or something. But.
I don't think there are any gaps for Southside, but I would say 5. Yeah, I'm sticking with 5, which I think is reasonable. Probably throwing. I don't even. What would I be throwing? Like 55, 60 maybe.
Yeah. Nothing more.
I don't think anything more. Well, if I want to find the strike zone, maybe I'm throwing 40 or 45.
Well, it's a relief pitcher coming in for the Blazers, and Wymore will leave you.
Coming in to pitch for the Blazers.
It is.
29, Trey Sanders.
You heard it right there, Trey Sanders coming in relief for the Blazers. We'll be right back with you after he finishes off his warm-up pitches. James Schaefer now will lead off to Trey Sanders, the relief pitcher, after Cole Snyder. Had a very solid start, only get up 2 runs, but leaves the game with 2 men on base.
It's a tough situation to be thrown into, that's for sure, Jack.
That one bunted by Schaefer and fouled back. Snyder's stat line reads at 4 pitches. Sorry. That would be pretty good if he had 4 pitches. 4 innings pitched.
That
3
would
hits.
be solid, yeah.
3 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. On 74 pitches, these 2 runners on base are his responsibility.
Although 4 pitches and letting up 3 hits and 2 walks is also not the greatest. Breaking mathematics with how bad of a pitcher you are, that would that would be intense. Maybe that's what I think. That's
possible.
How I would do. Throw me out there. That's how I do. 4 pitches, 3 walks, and 3 hits. That's what I'm doing.
That's possible, just so you know.
Is it?
Yeah, if you intentionally walk them.
Oh, that's true. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't announce it. I would.
It's Maglio's on first base and Saker on second. Corners are in for Quakertown. Of course, the middle infield's back. It's outside 3-1 now to Schaefer.
And Trey Sanders on the mound played his first game with the Blazers as well on July 2nd, just a few days ago. Through 4 innings, he allowed 5 hits and 2 earned runs. Walked 1 batter, struck out 1 batter. So a solid start, nothing special about it, nothing terribly concerning about it either.
Swing and a miss for Schaefer, full count.
It was swing for the fences on that one right there.
Payoff pitch. Lined up the middle. Is it going to get down? And dropped by Vaughn at shortstop. He can't pick up the ball. And now bases are loaded, no out. Mammoths have a chance. Tie this game, take the lead, or cut the deficit.
Yeah, and we're counting that as a hit as well. That would have been a great catch if he had caught it. But I don't think you can fault him for not grabbing that. Casey Vaughn over there at short.
Number 12, shortstop, Amir Cornier.
Cornier has bases loaded, no out. Already has a triple this game. Lines it into right field. Caught by Ryben. No run to home, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And a big one for Sanders, I might add. Again, I mean, thrown into a 2-runner on, no out situation is almost as bad as it gets for a relief pitcher. Then he allows the bases to get loaded, but getting it out is still massive.
It's outside. Jordan Nitty up to bat with a 1-0 count. Trey Sanders, a sophomore at Widener University. He misses again, now 2-0.
He's got Nitty up here, who's 0 for 2 on the day, but is a .281 hitter so far on the summer. He's been solid.
Flied out, but had to play down the third base line.
Heading into his senior season at Stockton University is Nitty. And then, yeah, like you said, just wrapped up his freshman year. Was Trey Sanders over there at Widener University.
Where he started 8 games of 14 games on the mound in the first season. Went 3-4 with a 5.61 ERA. That one ripped in over the head of Vaughn. 1 run will come in, and staying at third is Maglioso. An RBI single for Jordan Nitty. Cuts down the lead to 1.
And that is massive by Nitty right there. It brings up Joe Gamitter as well. This is a great situation for the Mammoths. Bases loaded. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult for them not to get the tying run in here, I would say.
Ripped again, and that's going to fall in center field. Gamitter gets 1 run in. Again, they're holding at third base. Oh, now we're tied up 4-4.
How about the same exact hit twice in a row, Jack? I mean, carbon copies right there. Keep it going. Let's see if Kai Hutchins can win a single onto center field. How would that sound?
Mammoths are having themselves a bottom of the 5th. Still bases loaded, 1 out. 2 singles have only accounted for 2 runs, though. And popped up by Hutchins.
It's shallow, too.
And called infield fly. So 2 outs now.
Number 22, left fielder Will Burkall.
Can Burkall put the Mammoths in the driver's seat? Or will this stay as a tied game? Bases loaded, 2 out. Bottom of the 5th here.
Burkall's gotten on base once before by a walk, but he is 0 for 1 as well.
And he watches the first strike. A great pitch by Sanders. Committer at first, Nitty at second, Schaefer at third.
Schaefer's a dangerous base runner as well, so that is something to look out for. Although, I mean, there's 2 outs on the board, so no sacrifice flies can be made.
Sanders giving him his best. Starts off with an 0-2 to Burkall. Slow grounder. Simpson's going to have to take it. And just in time, the play is made by Simpson to Broderick. Mammoths add on 2 more runs, and we have a tie game here at Moody. Nothing better than this in ECCBL, 4-4 with 2 innings to play. So we Matt Curtis leading off for the Blazers. Nick Curcio. That gets now a 2nd inning of relief for the Mammoths, and now has himself some pressure on his shoulders. Now it's a tie game. It's outside 2-0.
Yeah, Jack Curcio on his 17 pitches. 6 of them have been strikes so far. But again, he's not allowed a single hit and only walked 1 batter, so hey, I mean, whatever works. But it's looking like a little bit of a rough start here. I think that's 3 pitches that have not been caught by the catcher, Jack Saker.
Oh, no. It's a bad start to the top of the 6th. 4-pitch walk and none near the zone.
And, Jack, we've seen that before. It's just the guys
Number 5,
pitching
right fielder
100%, which, don't get me wrong, you want to see. But if you know you can't have control trying to pitch as hard as you possibly can, I wish I had the answer, but, I mean, boy, something's got to change. Soften it up a little bit. just so you could try and find the strike zone.
Missed outside 1-0. So Reben is 0 for 1 in this game. Shows bunt. Lays it down. It's going to be Curcio who takes it very slowly, and that play is not made. He's caught sleeping on the bunt, and Reben.
I don't know what he was. I don't know if he expected Saker to come over, so that's why he slowed down a little bit. And if he went full speed, Reben is not over there on first. I can tell you that much. It was a bad start for Nick Curcio. That is safe to say.
Look at Gamitter. He's way in on the infield grass, expecting a bunt.
There it is.
Yeah. Kovac has to lay it down. It's in the dirt. Actually pulled it back, so 1-0. Gets that one to lay down on the high pitch, and he has nowhere to go. Checked over at third. Actually would have had a chance at first if he fired away the first look. And it's bases loaded, no out.
And that was a perfect bunt right there, Jack. I mean, might I say, and again, like you said, Curcio, if he did turn around and made the throw immediately, then Kovac might be out at first, but still, I mean, perfectly placed
22, third baseman, Drew
by Grayson Kovac.
Mercer.
In the dirt, past Saker. That'll get 1 run home, and both runners advance. 5-4 now, Blazers.
And Jack, this is when he has to come out. Unfortunately, they have no one warming up, but I'll take a cold pitcher over whatever we're watching right now. I mean, his team just came back. They just scored 2 runs in the last inning, and it seems like it's just all being thrown away.
That one's in the dirt, 3-0 now.
He can't find the strike zone.
And I came to this inning saying he's got a little more pressure on his shoulders with a tie game now. And I don't know if that's hit him.
I think there's got to be something going on. He does not look like he can actually find the strike zone at this moment.
Full infield in. And outside a walk. Actually, rather 3-0 pitch now. It'll be to Simpson. Called strike.
Jack, he has 9 strikes on his 27 pitches right now.
Ripped and into the gap between shortstop and third. And play is bobbled around by Burkhaw. 2 runs will come in. Throw goes to second. Tag is in time for the first out, but not before the Blazers tick on 2 more. 7-4 now.
Even though he got the guy still in E7 for the back runner coming in.
Single plus an E7 plus a 7-4 putout. The E7 let the runner score.
Number 6, second baseman, Luke Cayucci.
So there's no men on base with 1 out. The Blazers, who had the lead to start off the game, had pretty comfortably. Then Mammoths brought it back to a 4-4 game, and now it's just back to the Blazers in the driver's seat.
It's the biggest lead they've held all game. And they didn't even build off a lead before. This game was all tied up, headed into the 6th inning.
Coyotes over 2 in this game. Curcio is now at 31 pitches. Only 16 in this inning, which is relative to already giving up 3 runs. Outside 3-2.
Kaiich has been real solid in his last 5 games.
Pops straight up. Schaefer under it and making the catch for now the 2nd out of the inning.
It's unfortunate he's now 0 for 3 today, but
Number 4, shortstop Casey.
as I said, in the last 5 games he's played in, he has 9 hits in each of them. He was 3 for 4 on June 19th, and in the last game he played, he was 2 for 3. That was June 25th against Southside. But it says it's his first game in a while, though.
Now it's Vaughn, who has 2 outs, no men on base. Outside 2-0.
And it's quite the opposite for Vaughn as well. I was just mentioning 5 straight games with hits for the last batter, who I've already forgotten, for Caiucci. And you have Vaughn right here in the last 4 games, has yet to get a hit, including today. He's 0 for 2. No disrespect to Caiucci there, but just complete brain fart.
Call strike there, 3-1. Swing and a miss there. Vaughn looking to go 0 for 3 in this game. I don't know if he's looking for it, but could happen to him.
I wouldn't say it's not his top priority at the moment.
Yeah. 3-2 is fly down into center field. And Hutchins makes the catch for the 3rd out. Blazers add 3 more runs, and they got the lead back going into the bottom of the 6th. Nick Curso will be hitting for himself. As he did get an at bat earlier on before he came in relief as designated hitter. Now gets his first one as a pitcher against Trey Sanders and starts off with a 1-0 count.
Yeah, coming into today, he's only batted in one game. It was on June 22nd against the Pocono Timber Rattlers. And he went 1 for 2. And that one hit was a double. So his only hit so far this summer is an RBI double.
Popped up. Simpson's got room to make the catch for the first out.
Good hustle by the third baseman Simpson, getting back there on a ball that probably could have been Curtis's. But he had the line of sight. He got back there and made the catch. And every out's a big one. Especially now being up by 3. You definitely feel comfortable, but you don't want to let up on the gas pedal.
Great pitch by Sanders to start off the count to Saker. Saker's 1 for 2 in this game. It's a really tough time of the bat all season, batting .065.
Yeah, Jack, you mentioned he's 1 for 2. That was his 3rd hit all season long. He's now 3 for 31 on the year through, which is now his 13th game.
He pops it up. Broderick makes a catch for the second out, both coming in foul territory.
And that's been the problem, or that was the problem at least, to start off the game with the Mammoths just struggling to find gaps in the field. They were always getting contact, but could never get gaps in the field. And they had that little run, they put 4 runs on the board, and it seems like they're stooping right back down to that level.
Inside on Magliozzo for a 1-0 count. 1 for 1 this game. 2 runs and a walk. So end out the bottom of the order for the Mammoths and bring up Schaefer if he can get up bat with 2 outs in this inning. Call strike there, 1-1.
Yeah, including this game, Magliozzo with 3 consecutive hits in the last 3 games he's played in, which is good to see. He's got his average up to a 250 after being under the 200s just a week or 2 ago.
It's now 2-1 to Magliozzo. Ripped and just over the head of Vaughn for a 2-out single.
We've seen 2-out rallies before, Jack. We know they're not impossible. So why not try and get something going? You don't want to waste the top of your order on meaningless hits or meaningless at-bats. So here we go. You're down by 3. You got 4 outs to work with. Got to try and make the most of it.
Schaefer gets one over the line down third base. Magliozzo jets around, will stick at third. It's a standing double for Schaefer and a chance for Mammoths to get right back in this game again.
And you got the tying run up at the plate now, and I say that because he might actually be the tying run up in this at-bat. I mean, Amir Cornier, we mentioned before how he was in the home run derby. Why not now? It would be a pretty cool time to get one.
Also, it's a triple this game that I would like to say didn't have the greatest contact, but still went a long way.
It was far, and I think it even fooled both of us for a little bit there. We thought it was going to be a routine fly out down in right center, and then got down. He's speedy as well. I'm sure he could settle for a triple. Maybe if homer doesn't happen, I'm sure he'd be fine settling for that triple.
Schaefer on second, Magliozzo on third. 2 outs. Cornier takes outside, 1-0.
Corner has been very consistent, always sitting around that 260, 255 batting average all season long, really.
Sanders now finding himself in some trouble after a good start to the bottom of the 6th. Slow grounder. Going to be a tough play, and it gets past the glove of Vaughn. Coming around third is Schaefer. Throw goes to home, and it's too late. 7-6 now.
Yeah, especially not the runner between them.
Cornier,
Number
4 RBIs on the day. 4 of 6. Boy, even if the Blazers win, he has a debate of being the play of the game.
I couldn't agree more, honestly. I mean, he is having himself an incredible day. It's worth discussion. We're still on the bottom of the 6th. We still got a whole inning to figure that out. But, man, I mean, I was mentioning it before. Am I going to take credit for this? Maybe. But I was mentioning it before about them having 2 outs down and just having 1 runner on, still trying to start that 2-out rally. I think they took my advice, Jack. I'm glad they heard me.
It's a pie to Nitty for a 1-1. Ben, this is saying no shade towards the Blazers, but it feels like Mammoths are getting their runs by hits and by good ways. Blazers, I feel like they're getting their runs just by like walking in and errors and just boring ways, which is fine. They have the runs. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think they're taking advantage of what has been extremely poor Mammoths pitching.
Yeah.
So I think you got to fault it more on that half of the Mammoth squad rather than the Blazers not being good. We don't know how good they would be doing if they were going against their own pitching.
Cornier takes off, throw down a second. Had an early slide, but still made up for it, getting in for a stolen base.
And it was close there, but I'm glad the umpire made the right call. He definitely was safe over there on second.
2-1 pitch to Nitty.
He's in scoring position right now too, Jack.
Nitty's already got an RBI in the day and looking to add on to that. High chopper to third base. Simpson. Throw made to first.
And a risky play at that too, Jack. I mean, he could have backed up a couple steps and taken a step on third, but he made the throw over. But I wouldn't say that it's 100% every time he makes that throw.
Cornier, the savior of the Mammoths and why they're still in this game. He has 4 RBIs in the day as we have 1 inning left. Blazers lead 7-6. One more inning remains, or could be more, with a 7-6 game here at Moody Park, the first of the doubleheader between Quakertown and Mercer. Mercer will keep Nick Curcio out there in relief for now his 3rd inning. Struggled in the last one, giving up 3 runs, which made it a 7-4 game 7-4 game, and Mammoths were able to tick on 2 more. Quick play, Magliozzo gets the put out for the first out of the top of the 7th.
That's exactly what you want. Don't let them get any momentum to start off the 7th. They didn't get those 3 outs and get your players back up at the plate because they were hot during that last inning, and you don't want that to go anywhere. And I know we always mention, statistically there's no such thing as momentum, but I'm calling malarkey on that, Jack. Or baloney, if you will. Nonsense.
Schollenberger's over 3 in this game. Would be a nice time to get his first hit, if you're a Blazers fan. As he flies it out to center field. Hutchins does take a longer run than he thought, but still gets under it for the second out.
Yeah, I heard you say that. I always catch myself doing that too, Jack, is just always saying, like, in favor of the player usually, or like whatever the fun trend is. Just always rooting for a good game. Like, oh, a hit here will be great. But I always forget to mention for them.
Yeah.
I mean, these two teams, we have no affiliation with either of them. I mean, the Mammoths are the home team, but we want good baseball here in the ECCBL.
No doubt about that. We got some good baseball with a 7-6 game here. Curcio now 45 pitches.
Yeah, you saw that pitch that hit the dirt and went right past Saker right there. You hope he gets that out of his system.
Fouled off by Pasco. Started off the game 2 for 2, then got out in his last at-bat.
It seems like he might have, because we know what happened in the inning before. Yeah, exactly. The top of the 6th. We saw the detrimental inning that Curcio had. You don't want him to fall back into that.
Not a good pitch there, 2-1. Curcio's given up 2 earned runs, 3 runs. With 3 hits and 2 walks. No strikeouts on the stat line yet. That one grounded over to Cornier. And he makes the play to first base for the 3rd out. How about this stat? Quakertown has not struck out yet this game. 7 innings of pitching by the Mammoths. They could not get 1 strikeout, but they have a chance to win the game. They're down by 1 going into the bottom of 7th. And the 7th inning is brought to you by Northfield Bank. It's a full-service community bank with locations in New York and New Jersey. Each day, Northfield Bank upholds their mission to be the financial institution of choice for individuals and businesses by delivering innovative products and exceptional customer service. Need free checking, a home equity loan, or personalized business banking, give Northfield Bank a call today. It's Jack Elmer here with you with Ben Shadwick. For the first game of this doubleheader, we'll be back for the second game. It's our third game here, Ben. Feels good. Watching some ECCBL.
We've had good games so far. We really have. And the first two were great pitching games from either side. They flip-flopped there between Southside and the Trent Capitals. Would I call this a great pitching game? No, but I think it's a great game for other reasons.
The Blazers will have a closer to come in. Ben, it's Malachi Duca coming in, taking the save.
Yeah, and Malachi Duca in the past 5 games has only allowed 2 hits. He's pitched a little over 5 innings. He's been credited with 1 save. He's allowed 5 hits total across those 5 innings and has 4 earned runs to his name. But those 2, or all 4 of those earned runs were from his first 2 games, which spanned across just 2 total innings. So that's what really has been messing up his earned run average, which is over 6, but has been steadily declining with each game he's played after those first 2. So still a very solid guy out there for the Quakertown Blazers.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. It's fouled off by Gamitter, who's 1 for 3 this game. Now stepping into a 1-2 count. From Lebanon Valley College, Malachi Duca. He's pitched in all 3 seasons in his college career. His best one was most recently where he went 3-0 in 13 innings pitched, had a 5.27 ERA. All of his appearances were in relief. Two pitches fouled off by Gamitter. And it's Hutchins right behind him. And then Burkaw. 4, 5, 6 to open this inning with 4 up right now. What I gotta tell you, Gamitter just looks like a prototypical cleanup hitter.
Yeah, he's got a lot of power on that bat. He really does.
No doubt.
And he's shown it so far this season, over 300. And like I said, you can make the argument that he's the best hitter on the Mammoths roster. But a tough break there.
Yeah, it does not come up clutch to start off the the bottom of the 7th for the Mammoths.
Center fielder, Kai Hutchins.
So Duca gets a strikeout to start off the inning, and now it's Hutchins with 1 out.
And if there's any time for Hutchins to get his first hit of the game, I would say it's right here.
Catches the corner. And up and away 2-1 now to Hutchins. Duca has been a strikeout machine in his college career. 60 strikeouts and 46 innings pitched along his 3 years. And is threatening with another strikeout here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 to Hutchins now.
Yeah, and Jack, I mean, I mentioned he's got 5 2/3 innings pitched, and he's got 11 strikeouts. So he's averaging a little over, or probably just around 2 strikeouts every inning he pitches.
And there you go. Gets that one swinging. 2 strikeouts to start it off for Duca. The Blazers looking to get the save and the win here, a much-needed one as they stand at 7th in league standings.
Keeping the average going. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts here, and possibly 1 inning of play is not a bad start. But hey, who said 2-out rallies aren't possible, Jack?
Nobody.
Maybe I should rewind the broadcast and just say exactly what I said for the last inning when the Mammoths scored. 2 runs to have that 2-out rally. Because it appeared to work. So, if they want me to, no problem doing that.
Start off with a ball to Burka. Burka came to this game 9 for 18 to start off his season. Now makes it 9 for 20 with an 0 for 2 day. But can he improve here? 1-1. Fouled off.
Yes, they've been paid and they've got balls. I'll make sure that the giant crate of balls is put away too.
And how cool would a 3-strikeout inning be for Malachi Duke to wrap this one up?
And a smart piece of hitting there by Burkhardt just to foul it off after he saw the curveball. Most likely would have landed in the zone.
And smart hitter is exactly how to describe him when we've seen him. He just is very smart with the bat in his hands. He's got 5 walks and struck out only once for his 9 outs that he's gotten so far this season. Always going out by his own accord.
Good take there. That's a gutsy take there at that point.
And we got 2s across the board, Jack. We got number 22 up at the plate with a 2-2 count and 2 outs.
Duca delivers and misses full count. Can Burkhardt keep this inning going? Here it comes, fouls off. Have Curcio on deck. And a 3-2 pitch to Burkhardt. Here it comes. Misses upstairs. He will take his walk. And now Curcio is a man on first with 2 outs.
Number 5, pitcher Nick Curcio.
Curcio's 0 for 2 in this game. Batting as a pitcher as he's pitched in relief for the past 3 innings. Pick off to first. Tying run on first. Game winning at the plate. Duca looked unstoppable in those first 2 batters. Gives up the walk in the 3rd. Here's the 4th. Taking off his Burkhardt. Throw down a 2nd. And a great steal. Had to take a time there to recoup himself. Looks like he got a lot of dirt in his face. But now a man in scoring position for the Blazers. Sorry, rather than Mammoths. A 1 pitch to Curcio. Misses outside 1-1.
And he's got to find a way to get on base. He hasn't been able to get over to first once today in his 2 plate appearances. I mentioned he has 1 hit on the year. It's a double. That'd be pretty cool right now if you're the Mammoths.
Up high 2-1. Sanders would get the win if this result stays true. It's a 2-1 pitch to Curcio, and he check swing, but went around. Rather not. It's a walk worked by Curcio. And now first and second for Mercer.
Number 37.
Yeah, but Jack, you got a guy coming up here, Jack Saker. He's 3 for 31 so far on the summer, but hey, he's got a great opportunity.
Fifth running for the Mammoths. Number 31, Tony Silva.
Great opportunity
I don't know if you heard that there, but Tony Silva's pinch running at first base for Curcio to get some speed as the game-winning run. Again, a 2-out rally. Is started by the Mammoths. Can they finish it? Or will the Blazers end their story? First pitch to Saker. Looks at it, and 0-1.
That's something he struggled with, Jack. Coming into today, he had 15 strikeouts on the year.
Again, watches it right down the middle.
If you're waiting for the perfect pitch, I don't think it's going to come to you. How Duke has been pitching. Look at those first two batters at least. Got to take a chance here.
0-2. Just fouled off.
Just barely got the bat on it, too. Boy, was he late on that.
Smaglioso on deck. And if you can get him on, that is huge for the Mammoths. He's 2 for 2. Fate is left in Saker. 0-2. Leaves it in the dirt.
That's a good take, and he's only got 8 walks so far on the summer as well. About half of his strikeouts. And like we said, he struggled with the bat in his hands too, 3 for 31.
This would be memorable if he could bring it back from an 0-2 count.
Absolutely.
Spoils that one.
Or maybe if he just keeps the at-bat going for so long that he gets the pitcher taken out.
It's a good call.
That might be a bit egregious, but hey, whatever works. Just get yourself on base.
Duca fires away on the 1-2. And hits the corner, gets the backwards K to end the game. Duca with the save, Sanders with the win. Quakertown wins a real close one, 7-6.
And Jack, I think for our player of the game, do we have a choice? It's hard not to give it.
It's not. It's really hard not to.
To Amir Cornier.
Yeah, I think he deserves it.
I think he absolutely deserves it. The Mammoths have 6 runs on the board right now. Amir Cornier was responsible for 4 of them. He batted those runs in. He had a 2 RBI triple, a 2 RBI single. Struck out once. That was his stat line. And I in my book, going 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 1 triple is enough for your Toyota that he deserves to get it despite the loss.
About 30 minutes till first pitch. We're scheduled to 7:15 will be the start of game 2. But for this one, Blazers win 7-6 and move up to 9-13 on the season. Mammoths drop down to 13-12. We'll see you for that 7:15 start.